Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Aquarius, for your meditative session, you guys got the Ace of Cups. I'm getting a lot of sexual energy with this. I've been getting a lot of like sexual and like Ace of Wand, Ace of Cup energy. And it's crazy that I'm getting Ace of Cups and I'm wanting to think like romance, and I'm getting just like sexual energy. But it's like they're interwoven, they're intertwined. So I feel like Aquarius, that's kind of something you understand, that there's like a difference between sex and there's a difference between sex and there's a difference between like loving someone and like having sex with them. And I think that's a big thing here, right? It's actually like, what's the difference between the two? And you felt both before, and now I feel like you're just wanting those authentic relationships where you're not just having sex with people who, you know, it's like fun for a day and then it's not fun anymore, and you want this person to kind of get out. I feel like I'm talking to a masculine, to be honest, but it's not, and doesn't necessarily have to be true. But yeah, I'm just getting that like someone's just tired of kind of living that type of life where it's just everybody is a blur, you know, and it's just, okay, now I just want, it's like kind of like a settling down, I feel, energy, to be honest, which is actually, you know, something that's really beautiful. But I think it's taken time to get to this part. It's like you had to have learned about the wand first to get to this cup. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the order that it came in is important, and I think you kind of feel mad about it that it happened in that order. It's like, oh, like maybe if I would have fallen in love first, like deep love first, if I would have met this, like that person first, that person that I had like that deep emotional bond to, and I would have never had to experience all that other shit. But there's some importance about the order, to be honest, Aquarius. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't think if you would, it's like you had to experience both for some reason. They're telling you, like, there's a reason that the wand came first. There's a reason that it happened the way it happened. Like, don't question the order of things, to be honest. That's what I'm getting. It's like, I don't know why you would like torment yourself with that order. Like, it's like if you would have met that right person first, you would have never had to go through all this pain and this heartache. But it doesn't work like that necessarily, Aquarius. So just be glad that you're like in this energy now, and don't look back at the past in like resentment or, oh, I wish it would have went a different way. Like, everything happened for a reason to get you to this point. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Aquarius, that's what I'm getting for your meditative session. Let's pull some cards. I feel like there's a question as to like why things have to be a certain way, why things had to go a certain way in your life. But what I'm getting with this like Aquarius, I want to say Capricorn, it's so weird. What I'm getting with this Aquarius is that it had to happen for a reason, right? Because you're beginning with the Ace of Cups and you're ending with love. You know what I mean? It's like the end point is the same for both. You know what I mean? We're ending at the same, but we wouldn't have gotten there unless you went through all this shit. And I keep seeing this Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. These are the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you're questioning a lot of the decisions you've made in your life. You're questioning a lot of the things that you have experienced, and you're like, I don't understand why I did that, or I don't understand why I had to go that way. I think you're kind of fighting with the divine. I think you're fighting with the divine, or you're fighting with yourself. It's like you're fighting with someone. You want to know why. You want to understand like what was the whole point of it. But what I see you learning through this read is like really, really beautiful. Aquarius, it had to happen this way, right? It had to happen this way. It happened for a reason. With the Six of Swords and this knowledge card, like as the first two cards coming out, I see everything kind of was planned that way. Everything was kind of planned in that way. Everything kind of happened in that, like, was supposed to happen in this way. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you've had a lot of losses in your life, and I feel like you've had a lot of regret, and I feel like you've experienced a lot of pain, and those are the things you don't appreciate, obviously. And you're just like, I think you're maybe going through some sort of dark night of the soul, to be honest. Or there's something here about like this darkness that you just keep, you're plummeting down, but you're not there anymore. So I feel like it's a lot of you guys after the fact, or you're about to get out of that. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, I don't, you know, you want to make sense of the reasons why you did certain things and you made certain decisions in your life. And I think the most important thing you have to understand is that I think it's already kind of destined. You know what I mean? I think you were meant to, you came into this life to kind of learn those lessons, right? Because there has to be and also there has to be a balance in life, right? It's kind of like when you think of the light, or when you think of the dark, it's the absence of light, right? Or when you think of light, it's the absence of darkness, right? Like the definition of light has dark in it, you know what I mean? And the definition of dark has light in it. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like you can't have one without the other. You can't have experience. You won't be able to. I know it sounds crazy because like I feel like when people talk about love, they're always like, oh, it's just this beautiful thing. But I want to say it's like you wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to really experience this cup and this love without that other side. That's what I really want to say. It's like, you know, when someone doesn't know what they have until it's gone kind of deal. It's like, I don't want to call you that type of person, but you seem to be kind of like that. But I don't think it's just you. I think it's literally everyone in this world. And I think a lot of people will be like, nah, I'm not like that. But it kind of is like that a lot of the time, right? It's like you learn something after the fact, right? And I think that that's why you had to have all these experiences in your life that kind of taught you things that maybe at the time you didn't appreciate, but that's why this love is coming. That's why you're going to be able to manifest it. That's why you're going to be able to see it, because you've seen the dark. You know what I mean? You've seen that dark side. You've been in that dark side for a while. So now everything in the light is going to be appreciated. And it's not even about appreciation. It's about noticing it, right? It's about like being aware of it, right? With the perception card and the Queen of Air, it's about the way that you're going to see things now, right? You're not going to... A lot of people have a lot of good shit in their life and they have no appreciation of it. Let's be real. Even me, like everyone, like, oh, I have a light, I have a house, I have running water. You know what I mean? I can take a shower whenever the hell I feel like it. I don't have to go to a lake or a river to get a bucket of water to drink water. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried I'm gonna get E. coli drinking out of like a river. You know what I'm saying? Like I already have a lot of privileges, but I don't really care about them because they've always been there for me, and I don't really appreciate them because they're here, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone suffers from this. It's like you wouldn't really appreciate it until it was gone. Like what if I took your house away? I bet you would have appreciated your house a lot more at that moment when you had it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you lack it now, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting for a lot of the readings. It's like the only way to have really gotten you to understand what this is right now is because you were in the dark for a really long time. And I feel like you have to just kind of trust, right? Like they're telling you to trust, and you're just here questioning everything, and they're just telling you to trust, right? Trust in this new beginning now, right? I think you're like already jaded and you're like, I don't even know why I want to set out. Things seem to turn to shit all the time. It's like, no, trust me, this new beginning for you. And I feel like you might be someone who has a lot of abundance but doesn't have a lot of love in their life. That could be for some of you, not all of you, but I feel like the abundance card is coming first. And I feel like that's something like maybe you like had to learn to appreciate first in your life, something about abundance. And then more things came on and more lessons came and more things came. And that's when you learn to appreciate love. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there had to be a way that this was all divinely orchestrated in some sort of way. And there was a way that you got out of it every single time. It's kind of like a way that you got out of the darkness every single time, right? Every time like it got dark out, or any time that you were like being someone that you're not, you found your way back to yourself. It's kind of been a test to your character, you know what I mean? And maybe But that's what I keep saying with you guys. It's like you will appreciate this and you will see it like differently than anyone else because you've been in the dark for such a long time. I feel like you kind of think of yourself as someone of the dark and not of someone of the light. I keep getting that. It's like, but I'm not of this light. You know what I mean? I'm not of this. I feel like I'm more of the dark. And I kind of get that a lot more than you would probably understand. It's like I understand that resonating with. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like, you know, when you see school, like kids at school and you're like, oh, there's a bunch of kids that like talk to the teacher and they're so nice to the teacher. And then there's kids that like sit in the back and they like act like they really don't give a fuck. Like you're that kid, right? Like that sits in the back and like acts like they don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's these two types of kids. There's these two types of people. There's this light and this dark. And you feel like you resonate more with that other side, right? That side that it's like you're being introduced now to all this light, but you're like, I don't even know if that's who I am. And I'm telling you that you are. The only reason that they put you through all those scenarios was one, so you could learn like that you were very powerful and that you had the ability to get yourself out of it, that you found yourself back, like coming back to yourself every single time, like coming back to your soul, coming back to who it was that you were after every single trial. And at the same time, it's now giving you the really keen perception on what this is, right? Like a lot of people won't be able to see what this truly is because a lot of people think that they have the 10 of Cups and they don't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's true, right? Like a lot of people think that they're sitting in 10 of Cup energy. Meanwhile, they have no idea they're like in a karmic relationship that's full of shit and it's terrible. And like you being in their house gives you like such a bad feeling. You need to get out of it. But they don't know that. Do you know what I'm saying? But you see it. And that's why they're going to bring you something that, like, again, you've been sitting in the dark for a really long time. I feel like you're like, I don't want to say allegiance. It's not about like, you know, devil versus angel energy. It's not like that at all. It's just more of an energy of like, I don't even know like what to do with that. You know what I mean? It feels like it's like I haven't been, you know, held for a long time. I haven't been touched for a really long time. I haven't been like in love for a really long time. I haven't had somebody like around me for a really long time. It's just been me on my own for a really long time. But I feel like they're coming to bring you this 10 of Pentacles, and you see what the 10 of Cups is, right? So you have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles out. I think your perception on the 10 of Cups might have maybe like, I just feel like you can see it. Like you actually can see it for what it really is. Like, and even though that might be a little bit hard, it's like only, I feel like you're just very authentic to yourself because you've had to come back to yourself after a lot of trials, a lot of darkness, right? I just feel like a lot of darkness. And again, you're like, I don't even know what that looks like this. You're like, I don't even I don't even know that, but you will recognize it. You will see it. It is who you are. Like you're also this light. You're not only this dark. You've just been put in a lot of dark situations and a lot of hard times, but it's only to kind of help you bring yourself back to yourself, because now that you can trust yourself, it's like you don't really need anybody else. And after that, then comes like this love, right? And all these people. But it had to come from like probably losing a lot of friends, losing a lot of relationships. Again, I just feel like you being alone for a very long time and you're like, I don't even know what this would feel like being with other people. I don't even know what this is. You know what I mean? I don't even know if I can bring myself into that, like into the right path. You know what I mean? Because every time but they're telling you you've made the right choices in the past. Yeah, like maybe sometimes you took a misstep, but generally you went the right way. Generally you made it back to yourself every single time. Generally, like you did do what you were supposed to do. So I feel like there's a lack of confidence here on your part, because it's like, again, there's a lack of confidence because, again, it's something you're not familiar with. But they're telling you to just know that this was all planned for you to get to where you need to be, to get you here. It doesn't make sense to us because we can't see every other play. It's like there's like 10 chess games going on. You can't catch every single move, right? But you can see a lot of people playing, right? That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like the divine can see everyone and what they're doing, but we can't. So we just have to kind of trust. And they just want you to know to trust. Like you're going to have this brand new beginning. And I feel like a lot of you feel very old. You feel very like jaded and again tired. And I feel like they're going to release that energy for you because you have the youth card out. So it's like, get ready for what's coming, because all the roads that you've gone down are leading you to this Ace of Cups love, right? That's literally what it's leading you down. And you're like, I don't even know how I got here. I don't even know if I deserve it. Give yourself more confidence and knowing that there's a reason for it. There's a reason for this darkness. Even like the darkness within you that you feel like you resonate more with, it's a part of you and it doesn't have to ever kind of leave, but at the same time, you're meant to experience every part of life. And now it's this time of light and you don't have to be scared of it or think like you don't belong. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like, oh, I don't belong. It's like you do. Aquarius, this is so cute. Let's pull some advice. Oh my God, Aquarius. I love this reading. So remember I was like telling you guys like everything happened for a reason here. Everything here, like you have been going the right way and you're like, oh, well, I've been messing up a lot. No, you haven't. You've been victorious after every single trial. You've been learning. You've been gaining abundance. If not, you know, maybe in the 3D, but abundance in knowledge, right? In wisdom, in seeing things for what they really are. And what's really interesting is the cards you got. So you have Trust the Great Mystery, 11, right? Number 65 making 11. And that's what I'm saying. They want you to trust. They want you to trust in like where you've been and why you've been there. A lot of shady experiences, like a lot of bad things. You're like, I don't understand why I had to go through that. There's just a reason. Like, stop, don't question it. It's okay. You can release it. You know what I mean? Because now you're being brought to love. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, again, there's this like aspect of you that's like, I don't belong to that light. I don't belong to that. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're like, everyone's in white and you're like the only one in black. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't belong with those people. Like, I don't even know how to act in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know how to even be myself in love. Like, I don't trust it. You're like scared of it. And what I love about this is that you have Marguerite Perret, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I'm nothing except love. This is what I want to like leave you with so much, Aquarius. This is like the perfect card. And it just fell out like so fast. Marguerite Perret, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I'm nothing except love. Like, she wants to let you know that every time you think, again, the way you're thinking is like, I don't belong to the light. I don't know how to recognize it. I haven't been touched in a long time. I wouldn't even know what that feels like. I don't even trust myself in love. I don't even know who that is. It's like, can I really be myself with a partner? It's like, can I show them the other side of me? It's like you're afraid for them to see that side of you. You know what I mean? You're like afraid to kind of like expose yourself in a sense. And I really like this because it's like, the reason I feel like you're uncomfortable or you're like a little scared, it's like a cute reason, right? You're just a little afraid, you're a little timid. It's not something that you're used to. But if I put you in like another scenario that's a little more shady, I feel like you know exactly what to do. But with love, it's like, I don't even know how to act. But you can recognize it, I promise. And you're going to have it. And what's so beautiful is that you are love. Like, never question your ability to be here, right? It's like, oh, I don't belong here. You do belong here. You do belong with these people. You do belong in this. It's so funny to me. It's like I don't belong. You do belong. You do belong with these people. You do belong in these types of relationships. It's like you do belong. And it's like maybe you have done a lot of things in the past that you're not really proud of. And again, you're like, oh, well, can I be forgiven for all those things? Yes, you can. Like, you do belong in this new circle. You have evolved. You have moved. And that's why I'm saying trust in this mystery, trust in this like evolution of your soul, right? Like, some of us have to start at a different point than others. And I don't know why that is. Like, I feel like I started a lot lower than my sister for some reason. I always think like, damn, my sister, I don't know what kind of contract we had, but like I had to start from like negative, like whatever. And she started from like a plus. So you know what I mean? It's like, damn, like, I wish I could have started from the top, right, too. But for some reason, we started down here. You know what I mean? We started at the bottom. And I guess there's something really beautiful and there's a reason for it. And we should have to understand it. And I think that going forward, it's like trust that we do belong to this new group of people, this new club that like is up at the top with this high vibe and this positivity, and it's like, oh my God, like who are these people? That's you. You know what I mean? You do belong there. And I just think it's really, really beautiful, Aquarius. It's like, trust yourself, trust like where you've been, and trust that like where you're going is going to be better every single day. And yes, you do belong to this group of people, this new family that you might have, right? I see a lot about family. It's like, oh, can I even create that family? Like, can I even generate that much love? Like, am I even a person that should be a parent? Like, there's a lot of questions from yourself because you've been at this, like, you've been in the dark, you know? Again, you've started from very low, from this bottom. And I don't know why we have different, like, so I'm saying I don't know why me and my sister started off at different points. I don't get it. I don't know why. But it just is what it is, right? And I've like embraced that aspect, and I hope you do too, because I mean, it makes me very different from her. You know what I mean? And I mean, some people could think that's a bad thing, and some people would think that's a good thing. And I mean, they just want you to know that you are love. You know what I mean? And I really want to read the Soul Voice meditation. It says, how can I feel the love that I am more deeply? How can I feel the love that I am more deeply? How can I feel the love that I am more deeply? There's something that's going to make you feel like more like you belong here. You know what I mean? It's like something that brings you to that feeling. And whatever it is, you should go do it. You know what I mean? Go experience that for yourself. Whatever makes you feel more that you are more love. You know what I mean? Like, I am love. I am here. I belong here. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't belong like where I've been. I belong where I'm going. Aquarius, I love this read. I love you guys so much. I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.